Welcome to Backseat Directing,
where we talk about movies, TV shows, comics, and more.
We're your hosts,
Andrew.
And Aaron, and today we have Zach joining us.
And today is our bonus episode based off of our Who Has the Best Batman Portrayal
Live action. So let's go ahead and dive into this in 3, 2, 1, action. It's funny, so when our theme song plays in the episode, Andrew and I typically dance, even though we can't hear it when we're actually recording this.
Hear it in my head.
And then Zach's just sitting there, and out of all 3 of us, Zach is by far the best dancer. All right, so let's kind of dive right into it. Andrew, what are we doing?
All right, so we just finished filming our Who Has the Best Live Action Batman Portrayal episode. Go ahead and go back and give it a listen if you haven't already. Now we have some bonus content, some extra questions that we're going to go over. I have some stuff to ask these two, and this should be a whole lot of fun. This is kind of like the freestyle segment after our debate.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to the first episode yet, where we're talking about our favorite Batman live action portrayal, we encourage you to go listen to it and leave a comment of who your favorite is as well. We'd love to hear it, and we'd love to kind of go back and forth on why we agree or disagree with you.
Yeah, somebody throw these guys like an Affleck or a Pattinson, so they feel good, because I know that they'll probably need some help. But I have a litany of questions for these guys, and I'll get involved in my answers too. But my first question is, I'll set the stage actually. So the 3 of us, if you, for whatever reason, haven't listened to the other episode first, took the stance of our favorite Batman. Mine was Christian Bale, Zach's was Ben Affleck, and Aaron's was Robert Pattinson. So of those 3, and I guess we can extend it beyond that too, my first question is, who has the best Gotham City? While you guys are thinking, I've seen all these questions before, so I know what I'm going to say. Yeah. My favorite is Pattinson City.
I am going to say...
I'm going to go ahead and jump in and say Pattinson's as well. I like the kind of dark, grungy aspect of it, and that they stay with that tone throughout the movie.
Yeah, it's like gothic.
Yeah.
It's like that gothic architecture.
Maybe we'll be able to see a different kind of tone a little bit in future films with Pattinson, but I like how it is now.
I think it's cool how Bale's has the it's like New York City. It has the modern look. Zach's, maybe from what we see of it, has a more cartoony comic look, but I really, really like the gothic, the Gotham of Pattinson seems like it has history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'll say Robert Pattinson's as well.
Unanimous.
I do really love the opening scene of Josh Whedon's Justice League on the rooftop with Batman and the Parademon. That part of his Gotham is like incredible to me. But we see so little of it, it's hard for me to say that that's better than Robert Pattinson's Gotham.
Yeah, I can see...
His is, like you said, very historic feeling.
I can see Christian Bale's being people's favorite as well, because it didn't stay so dark and gloomy all the time. It was maybe more relatable to people of how they actually view cities and stuff.
It fits into the real world.
Yeah, it still had that dark aspect to it, but then you're also out there when the sun's shining too, which happens in the world. The sun shines.
There's no sun, only rain and darkness in Pattinson's
Matt Reeves' version of the Batman is definitely a lot more artsy and stylistic and stuff, and I personally enjoy that the most.
Yeah, I really like the whole city. Feels like it has that history. It feels like you feel kind of like a criminal element to the city.
Yeah.
Like it really personifies Gotham City, I think, well in a live action setting. But
what do you got next?
My next question. Who has the best side characters? And of them, who do you think is the best portrayal of a side character in our 3 movies?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jim Gordon.
Jim Gordon is very good.
I'm talking... Well, so to be clear, I consider the main villains like a main actor. I have a question for best villains.
Oh,
I consider that like they're like a co-star. I'm talking about like a side character.
You mean like
Catwoman, Jim Gordon.
Gotcha.
like Alfred.
People that are on his side.
Honestly, I would say Alfred. I just was panicked when you started counting. But I would definitely say Michael Caine's Alfred, best side character.
Henry Cavill Superman.
Oh,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to argue against that. But
Michael,
I don't know.
Is a great pick too.
I'm sticking with Michael Caine. I love Henry Cavill Superman. As a side character, though, I like Michael Caine is like specifically for this category so good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Michael Caine is top tier, but I think if we're talking of all the other people in the movie,
If we're counting him as a side character, it's a really good pick. Really good pick.
Henry Cavill Superman, I don't think it can.
I enjoyed Catwoman in Matt Reeves' Batman.
She did a really good job. So did Jeffrey Wright, the Commissioner Gordon for that movie. He did an incredible job. He's a great actor.
Yeah, I'd say those two are probably my top two.
Catwoman and Catwoman.
Catwoman and then
nobody's gonna pick Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna pick JGL. No. Joseph Gordon-Levitt fans in the house?
No, hold on. I do love some Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but not there over Cavill. And my next pick would be Michael Caine.
Yeah. Aaron Eckhart as...
I'm surprised you're saying those two over some of these other actors. Not that they're bad, and I like Jeffrey Wright a lot, and Zoe Kravitz, but...
I do like Henry Cavill a lot.
Michael Caine is
like
so good. Oh my god, I like cry in The Dark Knight Rises. Like, just he's so good. He's incredible, and the father figure role he plays to him, it's so emotional. Like, I love him as Alfred. Like, and their bond. But
I feel like Henry Cavill's a good pick too.
It's a good pick.
I
love Henry Cavill.
I don't know if he's a side character. I feel like he's a main character with them, but it fits within the parameters of the question. I don't know. I like Henry Cavill as Superman in general. You know.
Yeah, me too.
And then I know you don't like this, but I don't connect with The Dark Knight as much as you guys do.
Yeah.
That's great.
I appreciate the movies. I think they're really, really good, but they're not.
Did you see them when they first came out and stuff, or did you see? Well, I mean, that could be why. Like, for what? How many years is that? That was our.
Yeah.
That was like our comic book movies. Because the first one came out the first year Iron Man came out, or in the same year that Iron Man came out. So superhero movies weren't really as abundant as they are now. So I mean,
that probably plays a big role into my opinion about it.
Yeah.
I saw Dark Knight Rises probably the closest to when it came out, but I didn't see it in theaters or anything like that.
The Dark Knight came out in 2008.
Yeah.
This is what. Yeah. So it came out the same year as Iron Man.
So Batman Begins came out.
They were coming up at the same time though, but I didn't watch any of those until a little bit later, probably like 2012 or 13.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember specifically seeing The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, The Dark Knight Rises in theaters.
Me too. So before if anybody in the comments is gonna eat Aaron alive. Never mind. I'm not going to defend him. He said he doesn't like The Dark Knight.
I said I don't connect. I said I don't connect to it as much as you guys.
What I was about to say was all he said was that he doesn't like it as much as us, not that he doesn't like it. Yeah. So that's what I was going to say.
I literally said that it's a really, really good movie.
I don't want to get caught up in defending somebody who's not praising The Dark Knight.
We can fight. I'll go right now.
Real quick,
I'm ready.
Honorable mention: Tom Hardy as Bane. Oh my God. Well, nobody even said that.
It's another villain.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's another lead.
Here, let's move on to your questions.
The next question is who has the best gadgets?
Ben Affleck. Easy. I mean, what did I just? Oh yeah, Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Get a little dazed. It's been a lot of recording.
His the aesthetic of his gadgets is so cool. The wood grain on his grapple guns is so cool looking. The breather that he uses when he rescues Harley Quinn is top tier.
Oh, I forgot about that.
His Batarang. I
don't want to see his Batarang.
His Batarangs are awesome.
His Iron Man suit, basically, right?
Yeah, the only tool that I would say that Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson has that's better is the Batmobile itself. Just because I'm not that crazy about the Zack Snyder one.
I have sonar that calls bats in as backup.
Yeah, that's one cool tool you got.
Also, he has that thing that shoots the remote detonation.
He does have gadgets, but I don't think they're as aesthetically pleasing as Ben Affleck's.
I kind of think that Pattinson might have the best tools. He has the wingsuit. He has like the adrenaline. He shocks the guy in the beginning. He takes his chest piece off and uses it as a knife,
which comes from the comics.
But
which
I don't know. It might be Affleck. I think they're the two of them.
Ben Affleck also has the bat tank from the end of the Snyder Cut.
These are vehicles, not gadgets.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, sorry.
There's another question for vehicles.
Jumping ahead.
Man, you should have debriefed us on these questions. I would say Pattinson too.
I don't know. He mentioned a lot of gadgets.
I think Affleck has more gadgets, which
you also can disable
arguably
guns,
more versatile.
Yeah, the thing in the warehouse scene when he puts those, the coolest Robert Pattinson gadget is the.
No, I think the coolest one is his adrenaline. Just.
Oh yeah, I have detective vision under my belt too.
I think that's so cool.
Detective vision's pretty awesome.
But I think
he destroyed it. He didn't like it himself.
I think
he thought it was a bad gadget.
Not to say that they have bad ones, but I think Ben Affleck's are the best.
You have the
best arsenal.
You have the coolest grapnel gun.
Oh,
really cool.
Easy.
It looks awesome.
It is so cool.
Plus, he uses it to grab a crate, launch it overhead.
Is Pattinson's attached to his? Is Pattinson's attached to his?
It like comes out of it.
That's really incredible as well. It looks so cool in the scene when he's in the stairwell.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Okay, well,
Ben Affleck.
It's close. It's close between those two. I'm maybe not in the running, but I have some cool stuff. So we'll go to who has the best vehicles.
I think that we can say Ben Affleck again because, hear me out, Robert Pattinson has one car and one bike, and Christian Bale has the bat wing, the tumbler, and the bat pod. So he has 3, but Ben Affleck has like 5.
Doesn't your car bounce off Superman like a twig?
Or Superman. If your universe had superpowers in it, it would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yours gets destroyed by a rocket launcher.
Or so you think. It doesn't get destroyed by the rocket launcher. No, it eats that.
How's it? Well, why does he switch to the back?
It ends up getting crashed into like the cement wall or something.
Cement wall. Okay, but Superman is like Superman. So I think bad point for you to bring up. But he also mine has the I forget their names, but he has basically the trooper transport that the Justice League all rolls up in. He's got the like the crab looking one that they use.
Oh, that's stupid looking though.
That looks cool.
No, that one's dumb.
I feel
like you're going off of for you, which is fine, but you're going off like the volume of his tools and stuff, which is cool. I would say.
Well, you said best, right?
That's the best vehicles. Aaron's probably thinking best car because he.
No, I'm thinking best vehicles, not who has the most vehicles.
Yeah. Well, and like they can do the job the best.
Well, that goes into your version of being the best.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
I got you. If I was a guy and somebody was like, okay, pick your fleet, I would choose Ben Affleck.
Well, yeah, he is the most.
Well, exactly.
but that's what I'm saying. That doesn't go in. That doesn't mean it's the best. I mean, even you've said that you liked the Tumbler better than your Batmobile.
That's just the car, though.
Yeah, but it goes into the vehicles. I think I like Bale's the best.
So individually car, I have the best.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson really good.
I would say Pattinson.
Didn't you just say that?
I think the Tumbler.
No, but so Pattinson only has the.
Okay, you're talking about our entire fleet of vehicles. You would pick.
I like Bale's the most. Okay. Because he has the bat. Yeah. We're all taking it different ways, which is cool. Yeah. He has the bat and the tumbler and then the bike that comes out of the tumbler. That's all really cool. But in terms of just Batmobiles, I really like Pattinson's a lot.
Okay.
Well, I forgot too, Ben Affleck also has a Batwing.
Yeah. No. I was gonna say I have a Batwing, but good for you.
You have a Batwing too.
Yeah, no. Okay. I thought you were talking about my guy. So let's roll through some of these. So
did you say Pattinson?
I
think that's what made.
No. He said Affleck. Okay. Best villain between our 3 characters.
Oh, well,
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale's
easy.
Joker for sure.
Yeah. Heath Ledger's Joker, obviously. Who comes in right after?
We're not using these conversation or these questions to go into who has the best Batman portrayal.
I'm still taking it as you hailing my Batman for.
I hail all of them. Except for Pattinson.
But so I have the top two villains. I argue I have the top three because I like Two-Face. Between Two-Face, Scarecrow, and Ra's al Ghul, I'd take any of them over. Probably I'd take one of your guys' villains.
I didn't like Ra's al Ghul as much.
I don't think Ben Affleck really has very many fleshed out villains just yet.
Yeah. He shares villains too.
He's not gonna either because Pattinson replaced him.
Well, Riddler's good though.
No.
So
don't get me started. That's complicated.
Who is the best only Bruce?
Not
Yours.
Pattinson.
Bale, for sure.
I'm taking so many dubs right now.
I'm glad we didn't put these in the other episode because these are all very subjective to your Batman.
Yeah.
Well, all these individual
Your
facets.
Batman.
Yeah, I guess I'll say Bale.
Best Bale. Okay, Bale. Best only Batman.
Affleck.
Pattinson, for
Affleck.
sure.
I'm gonna say Pattinson. Pattinson is the best only Batman. He's the most Batman screen time, best detective, best acting in the face and the suit.
All the fights are awesome.
Yeah, he's the most like. I feel
Complete Batman.
The weight of his character is really heavy.
You guys are making a lot of big claims. Right?
Now, if we go ahead. If we said best individual movie, 1, 2, 3, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight.
I'd say The Dark Knight.
The Batman's too slow. It's too.
For you, it's subjective, right? Like I enjoyed the Batman a lot more.
These are all subjective questions.
Yeah,
so
for
yes,
sure.
You're fine to pick the Batman, but for me, it's The Dark Knight.
I agree. Dark Knight, possibly just because it's been out for longer. It's more ingrained in my childhood. Recency bias with the Batman had me questioning it. I do think the Batman is incredible. I don't think it's like so far beneath the Dark Knight, but the Dark Knight is.
You guys are bashing my opinion, but you guys are using your childhood and growing up as why your connection to that movie is so high.
I don't think anybody bashed your opinion.
I said that. I've been saying teach their own, but that's.
But the Batman is like my version of the Dark Knight for you guys because I didn't start watching the Batman until a lot later.
Yeah.
And I went to the theaters and saw this one. I've seen it multiple times, and I just connect with it the most. So, suck it.
I agree.
This head-to-head question now is going to be really easy. So, head-to-head segment.
Affleck.
Who's going to win in a fight? Who wins in a fight between all three with no prep time?
Affleck.
What about with prep time?
Ben Affleck.
Affleck. Who wins in a fight without their Batman suit or any of their gadgets?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, like it's not even a question. They're just written completely different.
Yeah.
Now, I think a better question would be, or an easier or a harder question to go back and forth would who win in a fight versus Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson. I think that would be an argument.
Debate than Ben Affleck. Just the way Ben Affleck moves.
Right.
Would run circles around these other guys.
Different universes completely. These two are way more grounded, and then yours is mixed in with a bunch of other superheroes and villains and stuff. So like he has to fit in those movies.
To answer that question you asked, I think Christian Bale versus Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale would win, but I think Christian Bale's Batman versus Robert Pattinson's Batman, I think Robert Pattinson would win.
So you're talking about
if the actors were fighting.
Bruce Wayne fought Bruce Wayne. I got you.
No,
I'm
talking about the actors.
The actual actors if they fought in real life.
No, man, Christian Bale's got to get old.
I'm talking about prime time when he was jacked up on that Batman Begins juice.
I think Pattinson would win, but I think it'd be really close.
Yeah, they're Batmans. I think Pattinson's would probably win. He just has more. Batman. He has more mobility. Christian Bale, I think, is kind of limited in range of motion from what we even see in the movies and the fights.
Yeah.
Now, my would you rather? The question is, you're a small time crook. Say you're like a penguin thug, and you see a Batman walking out of the shadows towards you. Would you rather it be Bale, Pattinson, Affleck?
Bale for sure.
Bale, yeah.
I feel like he has the least intimidating look. I think he also is the worst, at least how they portrayed it, the worst fighter out of all three. Like, I would rather have to fight him than the other ones. Not saying I'd win.
No, right.
But I'd rather go up against him.
For the most part, he just beats up his villains. Like, Ben Affleck might murder me.
or burn a bat into your face.
Yeah, and Robert Pattinson has that, like, little zap, like a taser thing, and he, like, fries one of
He also just bludgeons people too. Like that guy, he beats like 6 extra punches after he's unconscious.
Yeah.
Pattinson's Batman fights with vengeance, like he says. Like he has anger behind it.
I would say rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's a fair ranking. Now, that wraps up all the questions I have for you guys, but we do have one final challenge. It's going to be a quote competition. The two of you will participate. I'm going to provide you guys with a quote, and we're basically just tell me if you know the answer, so that the other person has a chance to think.
So don't just blurt it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. All right. So this quote is from one of the three Batmans, not from just any Batman. All right. I'll do the gimme first. 20 years in Gotham, Alfred. We've seen what promises are worth.
I think we both know who that one is, right?
Yeah.
George Clooney's Batman. Affleck.
Yeah, we talked about that one in the last episode.
I spoiled it.
Okay.
Without even knowing.
So this one is just 2 words.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rich.
Ben Affleck's, I think, right?
Yeah.
Is that
It is.
Because that's a
final-
superpower.
Final answer?
It is Ben Affleck because he says it to Barry Allen.
Yeah.
But don't blurt it out.
Well, we want to talk about it, so there's not a moment of pause
That is
for our
correct.
podcast.
I got you.
Well, you would say I know it. But now the next quote would be, as a man, I am flesh and blood. I can be ignored. I can be destroyed. But as a symbol, I can be incorruptible. I can be everlasting.
I know this one.
Yeah, me too.
1, 2, 3.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
It's suspicious how you waited till after he said it. So
I have so many. You guys know I have a hard time with names. I've got so many names floating in my head, so I had to make sure I said the right
I've been
one.
mixing them up more than
Yeah.
I have.
So the next quote is, I've been dead inside a long time, but even I have a limit.
I want to say.
I think I know that one.
Yeah, I want to say that's Pattinson, but I'm not 100%.
I want to say it's Pattinson too because I don't remember any of the other ones.
Yeah.
You are both incorrect. That is Batfleck.
Oh.
What was it? Say the quote again.
I've been dead inside a long time, but even I have a limit.
When did you say
Batfleck.
that?
Maybe I was confused because he doesn't have limits.
I pulled it off a
In the
website,
movies.
so I'm not sure
So
which one.
maybe he didn't say it.
No, he did say. Okay,
It was
so
probably in Justice League where like his character completely changed from Batman vs Superman. Doesn't make sense anymore.
the next quote is, people need hope.
That's
I think that's
Pattinson.
Oh, I was gonna say Christian.
Final answers?
Now that you said Pattinson, I think that's probably
I
right.
think he says it at the end.
Is a Robert Pattinson quote
Yeah.
from The Batman. All right, another quote. You've got a lot of cats.
I know.
I mean, I guess I have a guess.
Go ahead.
Pattinson.
Yeah, it's Pattinson when he's talking to Catwoman.
That is correct.
That seems like not a Chris Nolan line.
Now, how about not the devil, just practice?
Oh God, I know this one.
I don't.
One of my favorite quotes.
I'm assuming
Christian
it's.
Bale, baby. That is such a cool. line.
I love that line so much.
It reminds me of the.
Which movie is that one from?
line.
Batman Begins.
Yeah.
All right, now, I don't care what happens to me.
I have a guess.
I have a guess.
Go ahead.
Pattinson.
Pattinson was my guess too.
Correct.
Okay.
All right,
We're not
and
doing too bad.
let's do 2
Oh,
more.
we missed one so far.
Yeah.
All right, so
I think I missed 2 maybe.
the next one would be, let's see, vengeance won't change the past, mine or anyone else's.
Pattinson.
I didn't have a guess, so I will take the L on this one because I don't know this one.
It is Pattinson.
The only thing that gave it away was
copied you, but-
vengeance.
The last one is really tough. Honestly, I don't blame you guys if you don't get this one. But
Does Pattinson ever say that?
just like imagine I'm saying it like the actor who says it. Ready? Swear to me.
Oh, I know this one.
I think it's Christian, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's Christian Bale. Swear to me.
I thought that was the biggest softball. That's why I said this one's hard.
Yeah.
That is Christian
Bale.
Bale.
I was like, that was not that hard.
But that's all the quotes that we have for our quote section here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys absolutely killed it. I mean, some of these I thought were hard. I thought mostly the difficulty would be between Batfleck and Pattinson.
Yeah.
I think that all the lines I picked from Bale are super iconic. Every line in the movie is iconic. You can't avoid it.
They can do no wrong.
All right. Well, that has been our bonus review episode. Does anybody have any closing thoughts on the Batman?
Yes, I do. I would just like to say I love all three versions of Batman. Pattinson is definitely my least favorite, but I'm not...
It's okay, Affleck is definitely my least favorite by far.
That's fine. I am hopeful, though, that Robert Pattinson's movies, because I think they've already confirmed the Batman 2. So I'm excited to see what the future holds, but just so far, this one movie didn't really sell me all the way.
Well, based on what you just said, here's a good final closing question. For each of us, if you had to pick a Batman on this list besides your own Batman, who are you picking?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, same.
And I would pick Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Zach said, you son of a...
Maybe if the writing was better.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Ben Affleck.
I would definitely admit that
I like Ben Affleck too, but I didn't like the movies so much that I can't like that Batman.
I want a solo Ben Affleck versus Deathstroke movie so bad I can't even put it into words.
What's his name? Joe Manganiello?
Yeah, he would.
He looks so cool as that.
He's a hulking man, but
way better than Flash.
Zach
From Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Zach, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming onto the show. Any opportunity we get to have you on, we'll have you on.
Perfect.
And we'll go ahead and debate more topics and whatnot in future episodes. Everyone that's listening, comment down below who your favorite Batman is, live action, and leave us a comment and rating and share us to your friends.
yeah, don't forget to check out that earlier Batman episode we mentioned where we go in depth into why our favorite live action portrayal is who we talked about in this episode. Thanks so much for listening, and that's a wrap.